Good morning, everyone. Today is the 7th of December. It's Saturday. Mark's been reading through the book of Mark. Today he's ready for the 13th chapter of Mark. This is the parallel chapter of the 24th chapter of Matthew, which talks about the end of his coming. And, of course, Jesus said that there will not be one stone left on another, predicting the destruction of the temple in Jerusalem, and that happened, as we know, in 70 AD. And he says that the disciples said, "Tell us what shall be the sign, and all these things shall be fulfilled." Not just 70 AD, but all these things shall be fulfilled. And he says that many will try to deceive people, saying, many will come in my name, saying, "I'm the Christ." You shall hear wars and rumors of wars, but the end shall not be yet. Nation shall rise against nation, kingdoms against kingdoms. They shall deliver you up. He said the gospel must be first published among all nations. It's pretty much happened, hasn't it? He says, brother shall betray the brother to death, father the son, children shall rise up against their parents and shall cause them to be put to death. You shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. When you see the abomination of desolation, there's been a lot of discussion about what the abomination of desolation spoken of Daniel the prophet. It says in 2 Thessalonians that the person's going to enter into the temple, proclaim himself as God. Now there's talk about reinstituting animal sacrifices. What an abomination that is, a blasphemy to attack the atonement of Jesus Christ. And he says that in those days, I believe this is the Great Tribulation, shall affliction be such as not was from the beginning of creation. That's going to be a terrible, terrible time. He says that no flesh should be saved, but for the elect's sake, whom he hath chosen. I'm amazed how many people can write whole books and never talk about predestination or election. He says false prophets and false Christ and false prophets shall arise, and if it were possible, even though the very elect was to be deceived, I've heard a lot of preachers say, even the elect will be deceived. No, it says if it were possible. It's not possible for the elect to be deceived. He says, stars shall fall from heaven, the sun shall be dark, and the moon shall not give her light, and the powers that are in heaven shall be shaken. I've heard a lot of people explain that away. It doesn't mean, whenever they start saying it really doesn't mean that, you better take heed. I believe the Bible means what it says. When it says the stars will fall from heaven, I believe the stars are going to fall from heaven. When it says that the moon will not give her light, I believe that means the moon will not give her light. When it says the sun will be darkened, I believe that's what it means. And shall they see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with great power? No, I do not believe that Jesus Christ came back in 70 AD. Okay? And he goes on and talks about this generation shall not pass away till these things be done. Well, the year 70 AD generation has passed away. So it can't be only applying to 70 AD for you full-blown preterist. Okay? Talks about the time that generation will not pass away when the time of all those things happen, that he's just itemizing there for us during the very last days. So I'm going to turn this over to Mark and have him read this chapter. You might want to, if you want to get there's also a parallel chapter in Luke, and of course, you can read the 24th chapter of Matthew. Mark, you want to go ahead and come on over and read this?
Mark chapter 13. As he went out of the temple, one of his disciples saith unto him, Master, see what manner of stones, what buildings are here. Jesus answering said to him, Seest thou these great buildings? There shall not be left one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. just sat upon the Mount of Olives over against the temple. Peter and James and John answered. Andrew asked him privately, "Tell us when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign when all these things shall be fulfilled?" Jesus answered them, began to say, "Take heed lest any man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and they shall deceive many. When ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, for such things must needs be, but the end shall not be yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be earthquakes in divers places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginning of sorrows. But take heed to yourselves, for they will deliver you up to council in the synagogues. You shall be beaten, and ye shall be brought before rulers and kings for my sake. For a testimony against them, the gospel must first be published among all nations. But when they shall lead you and deliver you up, take no thought beforehand what you shall speak. Neither do ye premeditate, for whatsoever shall be given you in that hour, that speak ye, for it is not ye that speak, but the Holy Ghost. Now the brother shall betray the brother to death, the father the son, the children shall rise against the parents, and shall cause them to be put to death. Shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that shall endure to the end, same shall be saved. When you shall see the abomination of desolation spoken of by Daniel the prophet, standing where not to be, let him that readeth understand, let him be that ye flee to the mountains. Let him that is on the housetop not go down into the house, neither enter therein, to take anything out of his house. Let him that is in the field not turn back again, for to take up his garment. But woe to them that are with child, to them that give suck in those days. And pray ye that your flight is not in the winter, for in those days shall be affliction such as was not from the beginning of the creation, which God created unto this time, neither shall be. Except the Lord had shortened those days, no flesh should be saved, but for the elect's sake, whom he hath chosen, he has shortened the days. And if any man shall say to you, Lo, here is Christ, or lo, he is there, believe him not. For false Christ and false prophets shall rise, and shall show signs and wonders to seduce, if were possible, even the elect. But take ye heed, behold, I have foretold you all these things. But in those days after the tribulation, the tribulation of the sun shall be darkened, the moon shall not give her light, the stars of heaven shall fall, and the powers that are in heaven shall be shaken, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with great power and glory, and then shall he send his angels, and shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from the uttermost part of the earth, the uttermost part of heaven. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When her branch is yet tender, and putteth forth leaves, ye know that summer is near. So ye in like manner, when ye shall see these things come to pass, know that it is nigh, even at the doors. Very glad say unto you, but this generation shall not pass till all these things be done. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. But of that day and that hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. Take ye heed, watch, and pray, for ye know not when the time is. The Son of Man is a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants, to every man his work, and man the porter to watch. Watch ye therefore, for you know not when the master of the house cometh, even or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning, lest coming suddenly he find you sleeping. And what I say unto you all, watch.
Okay, thank you, Mark.